Hi, I'm Linda Tellington-Jones, and I'd like to share with you today a realization I just came to. As many of you already know, that one of our basic philosophies, or what I think of as our keys to success, is this basic idea that if you want to change your relationship with your animal, whether it's a horse or a dog or a kitty or any other animal, actually, that we have to change our mind. And what does that mean? It means holding the relationship we would like rather than focusing on what is not working. And I have been recently, for several months now, really studying the work of Joseph Murphy, mostly through his podcasts about him. Actually, it's not his podcast. He wrote his book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, in 1963. So he's, as far as I know, he's not with us any longer. But what's really important is his concept that the subconscious is so important. And when we look at something critically, for instance, it came to me because I was thinking, wow, I have brain fog from frequently, and I'm often fatigued. And I was saying that to myself. And what he says is the subconscious mind picks that up, and that's what it picks. And I realize that's what happens. We actualize however we are. And I realized how brilliant that was when we intuitively came up with this concept like many years ago. If you want to change your animal's behavior or your relationship or a performance, but right now we're talking about a relationship, you have to change your mind and see what it is that you would like. And how I relate that to what I'm really paying attention to in the last months is the work of Gary Zukav and this concept of coming from the old consciousness of recognizing only the five senses and switching to the multisensory consciousness, which includes our intuition. And certainly that idea was intuitive to me. And so when we look at our animals, just visualize them as you'd like to have them, as you'd like to see them. And when I look at an animal, when I'm dealing with any kind of health issue, how I can make a difference is when I look at them, I see what I call the wow factor. It's the concept that, our animals are miracles. To know that every cell in the body of that animal knows its function in the body. This is actually scientifically proven quite some time ago. And what is behind this is divine intelligence, divine consciousness. So when we look at this and we just admire it, it's not that we ignore the other behavior or relationship that perhaps isn't working for us, but that if we now switch to the Gary Zukav concept of, wait a minute, what's not working? That's a fear that we have. We can switch that from fear to love. And love in this case would be, for instance, first of all, forgiveness and gratitude that we have this animal and that we have this opportunity to make this special relationship, and switch to an attitude of gratitude and appreciation, forgiveness, this incredible concept that, wow, this incredible being is in our lives. And when it goes to myself, I realized, okay, Linda, thank you. I can walk. So I may have brain fog from time to time, but it switches off. And if I start interacting with you or on Zoom or in any conversation or with my animals, it clears up. Interesting. And so I realize that. So I hold that and know that will come. And I just have to go to gratitude, and then do something that forgive myself. So it's a pleasure to share this with you. I really recommend, if you want to have a life change, something that really supports your soul purpose, look at the podcasts of Gary Zukav. The author of The Seat of the Soul. And I started with his Oprah interview. It was a wonderful thing on Oprah. I think it was done in just the early 80s. You just look Oprah Winfrey and Gary Zukav and look up some podcast with Joseph Murphy. Life-changing. Blessings for being in my life. Now I just have to stop the recording.